Working with Bud has been great. I mean, we had some teething problems, I think, right at the beginning because the tech was still relatively new, and we've got a very bootstrapped team. And so there was a period of adjustment there in terms of, internal resources and the rest. But team's been pretty responsive. Like whenever we've had an issue, we haven't really had an issue. It's been about, open lines of communication. And I think this is something that's really important for companies who are looking at engaging with third parties in general is technology is critically important. And if the tech can't do what you need it to do, then, that's never going to work. But we've worked with suppliers before where if there was a problem, you just couldn't get them on the phone. You couldn't get them on a chat. There was no, consideration for the fact that we have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of young people who are relying on us. And if something doesn't work, that's a real problem. Whereas with Bud, we've got a very good relationship between the two companies. Of course, it's one of those things where you need both sides who want to do it. Otherwise, it's not helpful. And, we've loved, as I said before, feeding into Drive and in helping you with the feedback that we have, both our feedback and our students and our users' feedback. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to sound really cheesy about it, but it's just been a really easy relationship, which as a founder who gets 4 hours of sleep and drinks far too much coffee, that kind of thing just makes life easier. And sometimes what you want is just an easy relationship that works. True in life as well. But it's really been great. And I think actually now that a lot of the foundations are laid, I think going forward, everything will accelerate and deepen as well, which is really exciting. This kind of open banking thing, we talk about it like it's yesterday's technology. I was in the US and I have no idea what it even means. And so in some ways we're inventing the future as we go. And so for us, it's nice to do that with an organization that also is bought into our mission, which whenever we speak to your guys, you guys seem to buy into what we're doing. We're not just a regular kind of like, we're building a thingamajig and we'd like this thing. Like we're genuinely trying to do good in the world. And that's a really powerful thing when you're talking to other companies who buy into that vision as well, because it means that you do get people who just want to kind of help. And that's really nice. But I think we're just starting to really see the impact that we can make. And I think I'm really excited about where Drive is going, because V1 of Drive was like good, but what we see now is like orders of magnitude better, and no doubt in 6 months' time it'll be orders of magnitude better than it is now. And that's a really exciting journey, both for impact and just it's kind of cool to see cool technology that's useful and making a huge impact. So it's been a fun journey, but I think we're still in the early stages. It'll be fun to see what comes.